Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, this is part of my speaking sample series, where I go through real Duolingo English Test style speaking topics and show you how a fluent, high-scoring answer actually sounds. Not memorized, not robotic, just natural. This is video number 16 in the series, and today's topic is discuss a challenging problem or decision you have faced in your life. This one's actually a pretty common cue card topic, so if you've got your speaking test coming up, definitely stick around till the end. All right, let's get into it. Discuss a challenging problem or decision you have faced in your life. Well, if I think back over the past few years, there's one decision that really stands out for me, and that's when I had to choose between staying in a stable, well-paying job and taking a leap of faith to go back to studying full-time. So a bit of context first. I've been working in a corporate role for about 3 years, and on paper, everything looked absolutely fine. I had a decent salary, a comfortable routine, health insurance, all of that. Most people around me actually thought I had it all sorted, and to be fair from the outside, it did look like a pretty good setup. But deep down, I felt like I'd hit a bit of a plateau. I wasn't being challenged anymore. I was basically doing the same tasks on repeat, and I kept wondering, if I don't give this a shot now, will I end up regretting it later? That question genuinely kept me up at night for a while. That's really what pushed me to start seriously considering further studies, even though it meant giving up a secure income and, to be honest, stepping quite far outside my comfort zone. Now, this wasn't a decision I made overnight, not at all. I actually spent a good couple of months weighing things up before I even told anyone. I sat down and made a proper list of pros and cons, which sounds a bit old-fashioned, I know, but it genuinely helped me think clearly instead of just going with my gut feeling. I also reached out to a few people who'd made similar changes in their own careers, just to get a realistic picture rather than relying on assumptions or, whatever I'd read online. And I remember having quite a few long conversations with my parents about it too, because obviously a decision like this doesn't just affect you, it affects the people around you as well, especially financially. What made it particularly tough was honestly the financial side of things. I'd have to dip into my savings, cut back on a lot of small luxuries I was used to, and there was no real guarantee it would pay off in the way I hoped. So there was definitely a period, maybe a few weeks, where I felt genuinely torn between playing it safe and taking the risk. I even drafted a resignation email a couple of times and didn't send it, if I'm being completely honest. But eventually, I came to realize that if I kept prioritizing security over growth, I'd probably end up in the exact same spot 5 years down the line, just feeling more frustrated and more stuck than before. So, I finally took the plunge. I resigned, enrolled in the course I'd been eyeing for a while, and I won't lie, the first few months were genuinely difficult. I had to adjust to student life all over again, manage money far more carefully than I was used to, and sometimes I did doubt whether I'd made the right call, especially when I saw former colleagues getting promotions. But looking back now, it's honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made. It opened up opportunities one simply wouldn't have had otherwise. It helped me build a completely different skill set. And more than that, it taught me a lot about trusting myself and not letting the fear of the unknown hold me back. So if I had to sum it all up, I'd say the whole experience taught me that the safe choice isn't always the right choice, and that sometimes you genuinely have to sit with a bit of discomfort in the short term in order to grow in the long run.